Hey guys, welcome back to Basic Debbie. This week we're going to be in the master bedroom and I'm going to kind of show you guys around a little bit. I'm also going to go through a few boxes and decide on what we need to keep and what we need to purge. And then we're also going to move into the master bathroom because it is a hot mess right now. I'm just being real honest, it's a hot mess. So we need to go through that. And then I'm going to show you guys our master closet, and you guys are going to help me clean today and purge a little bit. So this is my husband's side of the bed with some boxes from his office and mess galore. So we are going to sit down and kind of go through some of these boxes with his permission. And yes, Star Wars, it's a thing. But this box is actually from his office, which he doesn't have an office right now. So we are going to go through some of this stuff and decide what we need to keep and what we don't need to keep. And there's so many things, but there's some pictures that are important to him, and he has a lot of trinkets that he likes to display in his office. My husband is not a minimalist. He comes from a background of a lot of family members keeping things that are not necessary. So we are just trying to do this journey together. This box is actually mine, technically, and it has crafting things in it. I enjoy sewing, and I have needed to go through it. And so here I am going through it. I have fabric in it, fabric for projects that need to find a home. So I'm going to find a home for those fabrics, and then I'm going to get rid of the items that are not needed. And some of this stuff has, Mickey and Minnie, that's from our honeymoon. So that's going to go in our special cedar chest where we keep, the cedar chest is the only thing that we keep sentimental items in. So like my wedding dress is in the cedar chest. Oh, more fabric. My wedding dress is in the cedar chest, and sentimental things. So the fabric's gonna find a home, and that poor tote has been torn up. So that tote is gonna become the donation tote, where we're going to take the items we're getting rid of and we're donating them, and they are going to go inside the tote. So these bookends, I have decided to keep a couple of them because my husband has purged so many books, and I'm very proud of him for doing so. So with the books that we do have, I will keep some. The fabric is going to find a home, and that is going to be it for this side of the bedroom. This is our bedroom, and that is my husband's side over there with one office box left. We have a dresser, and we have a cedar chest that I was talking about. These are my hanging clothes and my husband's hanging clothes. The bottom rack has my shorts and my pants. We've tried to keep it super minimal. So this is our hot mess bathroom. I haven't put anything away. We had a busy weekend, and under the sink, it's a wannabe organization, but it's really just a hot mess. So this is all the storage we have in this bathroom, and we're going to tackle it right now. So here I am pulling bins out, and I really do like keeping things inside of bins. It helps me find things easier and helps contain items. So I'm just going through and I'm looking at the items that I own, what I need to keep, what I don't need to keep. So many different things that I have kept that I haven't needed to keep, and I know it. And I'm not, like I said, we haven't arrived at minimalism, but we're slowly getting there. I have two of the same thing. So we're just going to dump one in the other and just keep one. I love to keep those little travel shampoos. That's what it is. It's a travel shampoo, and we love to travel in our family. So I'm just taking duplicates and getting rid of duplicates that aren't necessary. And I'm going to start looking at medicine dates to make sure they're not expired. If they're expired, we pitch them. And if they're not expired, then we look to see if we have a duplicate. And if not, we hang on to it. I have 2 alcohols. I decided to keep that just because of what's going on right now, and there's a lack of rubbing alcohol. I did decide to keep that in case I have to make hand sanitizer, but we haven't needed to do that yet, so we'll see. But I'm just trying to organize all the medicines that I have and what's important, and we will put them back into the bin and then move on to the next bin. So now we're on to the Band-Aids. I have kids. I have to keep Band-Aids. I know. Now, that gauze, that's a little too much. So I have decided to just keep 10 and pitch the rest because I don't need that much gauze. My kids don't hurt themselves that much. So that bin actually ends up being like not quite full. So we were able to get rid of some of the Band-Aid items, and we're gonna throw that back into the cabinet. And I'm almost out of body wash, so I gotta hang on to that body wash. Next, we are on to my hair supplies. So this bin holds everything I need to do my hair, and I have confined it to that bin. So if it doesn't fit in the bin, I don't keep it. But it does need to be gone through, and things need to be purged. Things that I don't necessarily use. That is an extra hair straightener. I bought myself a new one just because we're going to be going to Europe next year, and I needed one that's a dual voltage, which is the red one that I haven't pulled out yet. That one's the new one. So I have all kinds of things in here that need to be gone through and decided. That is a makeup cleaner. Curlers that I use. And there it is. There's the straightener with the dual voltage that is brand new. And then I have my blow dryer. And that's everything that I keep in that bin. So now I need to just put it back and decide what we need to keep and what we need to purge. I have 2 of the same thing. So here it looks like I have multiples of the same thing. I have a couple of the same thing, but they're different curling solutions for my hair. I like having curly hair. I do the curly girl method. Like I'm not hard and fast about it, but I do that. So I have a few different curling things and gels for my hair. That's a makeup bag that I have makeup in. And I think that's about it. So that looks much better than it did before. I'm also adding the attachments for my blow dryer I forgot to grab. Now we're going to tackle the other side of the sink, and I'm just pulling some things out, and then we're going to go through them and decide Oh, that's a trash for sure. I haven't used that. But we're just pulling these out and we're gonna decide what we're gonna keep and what we're not gonna keep. This red zipper bag actually has a few extra shampoos and body soaps for my husband, and so we're just gonna put those in there and we're gonna get rid of that bag because we don't need it. And this is a travel bag that we're gonna put with our travel stuff, and when we have our travel video we will go through that. That bag is for hair dye, and this is some extra Mary Kay things that I hang on to. I use them for travel also. This is my nail polish, so all my nail polishes go in that. And we cut hair here. I cut my husband's hair and my son's hair, and so we have to hang on to that. It's so much cheaper if you can learn to cut hair. It helps the budget very much. So I use this brush to wipe off excess hair when I do haircuts at home. At this point, I'm just putting everything back that needs to go in this basket, and we are pretty much done with this basket. There we go. We are done with that basket, and it is going to go back under the sink, and we're going to move on to, I think, some cleaning stuff. So this little bin I use for my cleaning items. That is also the ring holder for the shower curtain. So we're going to hang on to all of that because I use that for cleaning. And then we have just some odds and ends. This actually is a set of EpiPens. Our son is actually allergic to peanuts, so I keep those. And we're going to hang on to those. And I have some travel things in here that are going to go with our travel items and not under the sink. So now we have an empty bin that we are going to put things into and see if we can fit most of the rest of the things that we're going to keep into this. I need to find something to put the Q-tips in, but I'll have to do that at a later date. I don't have time right now. So we're just going to fit all this in there so we can tuck it under the sink. And this is what it looks like. Way better. Now we are going to work on the sink top because it's a mess. And I am not in a habit of purging my husband's items without discussing it with him first. You should always discuss that with your spouse. So I focus on my stuff as much as possible. And I focus on what needs to be kept and what needs to find a different home. And we are definitely going to be cleaning this sink because I gave my husband a haircut the other day and there was still hair on the sink, and that's just not a good look for anybody. And it just needed to be cleaned. It hadn't been cleaned recently. So that's what I'm doing here. So this is what we were able to purge from under the sink, and this is the final result as of right now. In case you guys are wondering, my shirt today says support wildlife, raise twins, and it is more true than you think it is. We are here at the park getting some much needed relief from the heat thanks to our local fire department. They are hosing everybody and all the kids. If you guys can, please subscribe and smash that like button for more videos about minimalism and packing and travel.